Hey, good morning. What's going on? Jay Northern here with another rant for you. It's Tuesday, June 4th, 2019. So last night was game four of the Stanley Cup final between the Blues and the Bruins. Blues took it last night 4-2. Pretty surprised. I'm pretty surprised at that considering they got whooped 7-2 last game. But just goes to show what kind of momentum swings there could happen in these championship finals, especially when there's a couple days in between games, which wasn't the case in this final. But, St. Louis fans heard their little song Gloria for the first time this Stanley Cup final. And hey, Ryan O'Reilly was a beast. He basically, I'm not going to say he put the team on his back because they played a really good game, but he was definitely on a mission last night, scoring that first goal 43 seconds in. Jordan Binnington once again showed that he has great numbers after a loss all season long, not just the playoffs. This kid's a good goalie. He's on his game right now. But they're still the big bad Bruins, and they are still the favorites. It's hard to say what's going to happen in the next three games because this guy right here called a sweep for Boston. It's kind of one of those things where it seems like it's the hockey gods team versus the league's team. Boston, if you haven't noticed, has been getting a lot of calls all postseason. And if you look at it in the West, St. Louis kind of overcame a lot of calls in order to get there. Looking at that hand pass against San Jose in Game 4 that Carlson scored there in overtime, how that was allowed, I mean, it's beyond me. They should maybe review that rule in the off season, but the fact that it's still a rule and a hand pass happened blatantly in the offensive zone and didn't get whistled dead is completely beyond me. But you know what? Good on the Blues for powering through. They're a tough team. They're playing some relentless hockey right now. Craig Berube's got all those guys bought in, and what I for sure thought a Boston romp could and probably will go 7 games. Not the most exciting Stanley Cup final in the world based on the teams and based on the teams that got knocked out in the first round. But I will say that both teams that are there right now have worked their asses off to get there. Boston maybe had a little bit of an easier path having to go through the Islanders and Carolina, two flash in the pan fluke teams that swept really really good teams that should still be in the playoffs in the Eastern Final. But it is what it is. Boston's tough, man. I mean that they got the best first line in hockey. That perfection line is lights out every night. Tuukka Rask, he's a bit of a head case, but he uses his crazy mental head case-ishness, if that's a word, to his advantage. A lot of people play with a chip on their shoulder. He's playing with a chip on his shoulder, and it feels like he's on a mission. He wants that rig. It's tough to say. I mean, is St. Louis gonna win the next two? I highly doubt it, but it's definitely possible. So there's my rant. Stanley Cup Finals. Game 5 is going to be on, what day are we? It's going to be on Thursday because the NBA Finals tomorrow. And that's my rant. It's a quick one. It's early in the morning. Keep on my page, J Northern Sports Rant, for more stuff. And, I'll just try and keep on disappointing you guys. Peace out, man.